If you're using Linux Mint or have just installed it on your computer, this video is for you. Today, we'll go over the essential things to do right after installing Linux Mint. We'll cover tips that can boost your battery life, improve SSD write speeds, make it easier to manage workspaces, enhance software search results, enable Nightlight, and more. So, let's get started. So this is my freshly installed Linux Mint. I haven't changed anything except for a few visual tweaks, like changing the system font and increasing the size of the bottom panel. The first thing we're going to do is update our system. Even if you've just installed Linux Mint, there might be updates available. Open your Update Manager and click OK. It will now check for updates. If updates are available, click the Install Updates button to update your system. If you see a message suggesting you switch to a local mirror for faster speeds, click Yes. Enter your system password when prompted. Next, change the mirrors for the main and base options. The system will test the mirrors and show the fastest option at the top. Once you see the fastest server, click Apply. Do the same for the base option. After that, click the green button to proceed. Once done, close this window and click the Install Updates button. Enter your password and click Authenticate. The updates may take some time to download and install. Once the update is complete, reboot your system. After rebooting your system, if you prefer not to see the welcome screen every time your computer starts, you can prevent it by unchecking the option provided. Alternatively, you can open Startup Applications from the menu and disable any unwanted software from running at startup. Next, we will install the necessary codecs. Open your terminal and run the command sudo apt install ubuntu-restricted-extras. By doing this, your system will be able to play most media files, like MP3s and videos, without any compatibility issues. It also installs Microsoft Fonts, which is helpful for opening and working with documents created in Microsoft Office. Now, we will enable the Firewall. The easiest way to do this in Linux Mint is by using the pre-installed Firewall tool. Open the application menu, search for Firewall Configuration, and launch it. Once open, simply enable the status toggle. Make sure that incoming traffic is set to Deny and outgoing traffic is allowed. Enabling the firewall adds an extra layer of security to your system by blocking unauthorized access from outside networks. Next, add your favorite apps to the panel by right-clicking on the app and selecting Add to Panel. This allows you to quickly open these apps using keyboard shortcuts. Simply press the Windows or Meta key, along with the corresponding number for the app, without needing to set any additional shortcuts in the settings. By default, Linux Mint doesn't include a built-in option for controlling Nightlight. Nightlight, or night mode, reduces blue light, which helps to minimize eye strain, especially when working in low light conditions or late at night. Reducing blue light can also improve sleep quality after extended screen time. To enable Nightlight functionality, you'll need to install additional software. Open the Software Manager, search for Redshift, and install the Redshift software. After that, you'll also need to install the Redshift applet. Right-click on the bottom panel and select Applets. Click the Download button and search for Redshift. If your list is sorted by popularity, you might see it on the first page without searching. Click the Download button to install it. Once that's done, go back to the Manage section, select Redshift and enable it. Close both windows. Now, you can easily control the Nightlight using the Redshift applet. Next, we'll install TLP, which is a power management tool for laptops. TLP helps save battery life by automatically adjusting power settings, tweaking things like CPU speed, disk usage, and wireless devices to use less power and extend your battery life. Whether you install it or not is up to you. If you mainly use your laptop while it's plugged in, you might skip this step. To install TLP, open your terminal and run the command sudo apt install TLP. Hit enter and press Y to continue the installation. After it's installed, you don't have to do anything. TLP runs automatically in the background, just continue using your laptop as you normally would. Next, we're enabling trim to boost your SSD's performance and extend its lifespan. If you're curious about how trim works, feel free to pause the video and check out the detailed explanation. Now, let's enable trim. Open your terminal and run the commands as shown in the video. You can find these commands in the description below. First, execute this command and type your password and press enter. It might take a few seconds to see the response. If you see a message indicating trimmed, it means your SSD supports trim. Next, run both of these commands one by one to enable trim. Now we have successfully enabled automated trim. To check its status, you can use this command. That's it. You've successfully enabled trim, which helps keep your SSD fast and extends its lifespan. Now, let's move on to hot corners. Enabling hot corners is a great way to boost your productivity. It allows you to quickly switch between workspaces, manage open windows, and access your desktop or applications, all with just a simple flick of your mouse. It's an easy but effective way to enhance multitasking. To enable hot corners, just search for hot corners in the search bar and open the settings. You'll have 4 options for each corner of the screen. You can set a different action for each one. For example, I've set my top left corner to show all workspaces. So, whenever I move my cursor to the top left edge, it immediately displays all my workspaces. You can also set a delay, which is handy if you accidentally move your cursor to the edge, it prevents the action from triggering immediately. Let's set up one for the top right corner. By default, it's set to show all windows, which is fine. But right now, we don't have many windows open, so let's open a few and see how it works. Now, when I move the cursor to the top right edge, it displays all the open windows. That's how hot corners work. Next, we're going to enable touchpad gestures, which can be really useful if your device has a touchpad. Search for gestures in the Applications menu and open the gesture settings. Go ahead and enable it. Here, you'll find a variety of gesture options like a swipe with 2 fingers. There are also preset gestures, such as swiping left or right with 3 fingers to switch between workspaces. These gestures are really useful. Just enable and start using it, without needing to set many gesture actions manually. And these are the actions that you can set for any gesture option. If you ever need to zoom in anywhere on your desktop, there's a setting just for that. Open the accessibility settings and enable zoom. Choose your preferred key to activate it. Then, simply press the key you've selected and use your mouse wheel or trackpad to scroll up or down to zoom in or out anywhere on your screen. Keyboard shortcuts can make your workflow much smoother. Just search for keyboard in the menu and click on the Shortcuts tab. Here, you can assign shortcuts for different actions. For example, let's set one for locking the screen. Under the System category on the left side, you'll find the Lock Screen option. I'm going to set Windows plus L for this, since I'm already used to it. Feel free to share in the comments. Which shortcut key do you prefer for locking your computer? Next, we're going to enable the setting that will help you get more relevant search results in the software manager. For example, when I searched for Figma, which is a graphic design tool, enabling this setting brought up additional related software in the search results. To enable this, open the Software Manager, click on the 3 dots in the top right corner, then click on Preferences. From there, toggle on Search in Package Descriptions. Now, you'll see more comprehensive search results related to your query. That's it for this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you want to learn how to seamlessly share files wirelessly between your devices on Linux Mint, check out this video on KDE Connect. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and hit subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching.